So, Mr. Tanuj, tell us something about your favorite cricket team.
My favorite cricket team, well, it has to be divided between a lot of teams. For starters, it is the Indian cricket team. And also, I don't know, should I say this or is it the right moment to say this? But Mumbai Indians has been my favorite team for over the years. It started basically because of Sachin. Then there were other prominent people like Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, and Jasprit Bumrah, who took over Sachin Tendulkar while he was always there and is one of the major figures for which I follow Mumbai Indians, and which is now translated into Jasprit Bumrah being the spearhead of the bowling attack. While the Mumbai Indians hasn't been performing very well, the a byproduct of Mumbai Indians, as I hope can be said about Hardik Pandya, he's leading the GT franchise very exceedingly well, and it has become the first franchise to actually qualify for the playoff, and is also looking as a favorite to win the IPL. So yeah, the IPL has been very interesting, and I look forward to see the next part of the IPL unfold.
Okay, so we've heard about your disheartening Mumbai team. So we'll give you a chance to make up for that. We'll play a quiz with you. So let's dive right into it. Let's play Kaun Banega Cricketpati with Tanuj Mantri. So let me explain how the game works. So there'll be 9 questions. You'll be given a chance to win 5 crore rupees, which will be transferred directly to your cricket account. You'll be given 3 lifelines. The first one is you can skip the question. The second one is the Google card where you can Google the question. And the third one is 50-50 where 2 of the options will be taken away and you'll have to guess accordingly. So should we start?
Yes, I'm excited for it.
So the first question for 25,000 rupees is right here on the screen. Who holds the record for highest number of runs in an IPL season? Option 1, David Warner. Option 2, Chris Gayle. Option 3, Suresh Raina. Option 4, Virat Kohli.
I think that's a very easy question to start off with. Virat Kohli. Option D.
Okay. So is this answer correct? Yes, it is. You won 25,000 rupees. How do you feel about that?
I feel happy.
So what will you do if you win a lot of money today, like in your cricket account?
Maybe I'll buy better players and make a better Dream 11 team next time.
Okay. So moving on to the next question. The amount for this question is 50,000 rupees. So the question is now on your screen. How many runs did Brendan Mcallen score in the first match of IPL 2008? There are no options for this question. It's a theta question.
I wasn't ready for it. Let me guess. Because I remember it being.
Also choose a lifeline if you want. And if you answer the question, if the answer to your question is wrong, we'll be ending the video right here.
Oh. Can I get some time to think? Because I remember him scoring more than 150. If I'm not wrong, it was somewhere around in the range of 152 to 157.
Are you sure?
I don't have the exact number. Just let me think. I think it was 158. I will go ahead with 158.
Are you sure it was 158? Should we log the answer?
Yes, he scored 158 in the first match for Kolkata Knight Riders. I remembered it just now. I'm sure with the answer.
And 158 is correct. Congratulations, Tanuj. You won rupees 50,000.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next question. This question is for 1 lakh rupees. The question is now on your screen. How many times has Bhuvneshwar Kumar won the Purple Cap in IPL? Option 1, 1. Option 2, 2. Option 3, none. Option 4, thrice.
I'll go ahead with 2 times.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you care to guess in which year did he win the Purple Cap?
2016 and 2017.
Yes, that is correct. You won 1 lakh rupees. Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
wonder how you're getting so many right answers.
It's just a cricketing fanatic being guess that his own game.
Have you been following Bhuvneshwar Kumar's career after 2015, like since he started picking up wickets?
Yes, but not very aggressively, because Bhuvneshwar, even though I have liked Bhuvneshwar Kumar in patches, but he has been a standout performer for me. He's a good bowler. He's lost his touch definitely, and that is a worrisome worrisome point for the Indian cricket team. But I think there are a lot of good fast bowling prospects coming in, and now with everyone's eye on Umran Malik, the guy is bowling at 157 meters per hour. Let's see if he can. He was recently asked if he can crack 155, and he responded with a 157 ball. Now the next target's 160, and then there's only one target left to beat Shoaib Akhtar with 162.
So, do you think he'll be able to do that in this season, or we'll have to wait for that?
Well, the time will tell us that, I hope.
Okay. So, moving on to the next question. This question is for 5 lakh rupees. And from here on, there are a few complications that we'll tell you. So, the question is, how many wickets did Harshal Patel take in IPL 2021? Should I give the options or you know the answer?
Well, I know the answer, but I would still like my options.
Okay, so the first option is 27 wickets. Second option is 28 wickets. Third option is 31 wickets. And the fourth option is 33 wickets. Oh, I'm sorry, 32 wickets.
Yeah, my answer is 32 wickets, which you fumbled upon.
Oh, sorry. So, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that is the joint highest wickets that have been taken by none other than Mr. Great Lasith Malinga.
I think answer to your question is correct, but the fact that you just stated was not correct. The joint record holder is Dwayne Bravo at 32 wickets. Lasith Malinga did not take 32 wickets. So the next question for 10 lakh rupees is now on your screen. How many IPL final appearances has CSK made?
Okay.
First option 7, second option 8, third option 9, fourth option none of the above.
I'll go ahead with 9.
9. Okay, so could you tell us how did you arrive to this answer?
See, so this is the 2022 minus it started in 2008. So this is the this is the 14th edition. Apart from that, there are 2 editions they did not play in.
To correct you, this is the 15th edition.
15th edition, sorry, my fault. 15th edition. I will not be playing this year, so we just take 14 itself. So 14 minus 2, that comes out to 12. And then there were instances where other teams participated in the finals, so my answer is 9.
And the answer is correct. Congratulations, Tanush. You won a huge amount of 10 lakh rupees. So, if you were to win this amount in real life, what would you do with this amount?
I would take out my friends to eat something. We'll party for some time, and then maybe I'll buy a new cricketing bat for myself and a new kit.
Maybe we had. So moving on to the next question, it's for 25 lakh rupees, and one change in this question is that now you have the option of skipping the questions. If you don't know any answer to a particular question, you can avail the first lifeline, skip the question. Okay. So now diving
How many questions are left?
5 questions. 4 questions.
And I have 3 lifelines, right?
Yes.
If I skip a question, then would it be replaced with another question, or
yes, it will be
I would
replaced
simply
with another question.
Okay, sure. Let's go ahead.
So the question for 25 lakh rupees is now on your screen. Who was the first bowler in IPL history to take a hat-trick? The first option, Rohit Sharma. Yuvraj Singh, second option. Third option, Amit Mishra. And fourth option, Lakshmipati Balaji.
Okay, so if I go with elimination, that can be clearly eliminated. Then Amit Mishra has taken many, I think more than one hat-tricks.
Okay.
So he's a probable. But I'll go ahead with Lakshmipati Balaji because he clearly was the spirit of the CSK team in the inaugural edition. So I'll go ahead with Lakshmipati Balaji.
Are you sure it isn't Yuvraj or Rohit or Amit? Because all of them have taken hat-tricks. Astonishingly, Yuvraj Singh has taken 2 hat-tricks.
Yeah, I recognize that all of them have taken hat tricks, but I can clearly remember that Rohit did it for the Deccan Chargers, which wasn't. I think if I'm not wrong, it was in the 2011 edition, and there had already been hat tricks before that edition. So my answer would be Lakshmipati Balaji.
And your answer is correct. Congratulations, you won 25 lakh rupees.
Thank you.
So now moving on to the big bucks. Now the next question is for 5 million rupees. That's 50 lakh rupees. That's quite a big number. Hopefully you'll be able to get that amount. So the question for 50 lakh rupees is now on your screen. How many matches has Rohit Sharma played in IPL history? Not just for Mumbai Indians, both for Deccan Chargers and Mumbai Indians combined. The options for this question are 209, 217, third option 224, and fourth option 216.
This is a tricky question because I clearly know that he's completed 200 matches in the IPL.
And that's why all the options are above 200 matches.
Yes, that I can clearly see, and I don't think I'll be able to pinpoint in which exact match he's played. So I'll like to use one of my lifelines. I'll use skip the question.
So as we can see, Tanuj Mantri has opted for a lifeline, and the lifeline being skip the question. We'll be moving on to the next question. But before we do that, do you care to answer a guess about the answer to this question?
I'll go ahead with 209.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The correct answer is 224. It was good that you opted for the lifeline. So moving on to the next question. Who was the first Indian batsman to hit a century in the IPL? So do you want me to give options?
Yes, I like the options.
Okay. First option, Paul Valthati. Second option, Suresh Raina. Third option, Murli Vijay. And fourth option, Manish Pandey.
Interesting choices. I actually like Paul Valthati very much during his time, his brief IPL stint, because he could hit those huge sixes. But the right answer is actually Manish Pandey.
In which edition of the IPL do you think he scored a century? Because every one of them has scored a century.
Yes, that's easy to guess. He hit in 2009, and it was also a very quick enough century. I think he hit 114 in 70 or 80 balls, 70 or 80 odd balls.
A 19-year-old kid bashing all the talented bowlers around. Yes. And that is the correct answer. Manish Pandey is the correct answer. Congratulations, you won 50 lakh rupees. Although you did use a lifeline, but you still have 2 more to go. Hopefully, they will come in handy. Moving on to the next question. For 1 crore rupees, the question is now on your screen. Who has hit the longest 6 in the history of IPL? First option, Liam Livingston. Second option, Adam Gilchrist. Third option, Yusuf Pathan. And fourth option, LB Mcallen.
I was waiting for the last name because the right answer is LB Mcallen. Because just now I mentioned about Paul Valthati, who was an excellent long hitter of the ball. He was. I was fascinated by his hits of 117 meters and 118 meters of sixes. Then there was Chris Gale in the list, and there was flamboyant Adam Gilchrist on the list. And Livingston is relatively a newcomer who's hitting the ball, but the right answer is LB Mcallen.
And the answer is correct. Congratulations, Tanuj, you've become a cricketpati.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can win 5 crores on this show, which you will be the first one to do so. Also, this being the first video, you can only be the first one. So the last question for 5 crore rupees. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
The question is now on your screen. How many super over contests have ever been played in the history of IPL? First option, 14. Second option, 15. Third option, 16. Fourth option, 17.
So the options are 13, 14, 15, and 17, right?
14, 15, 16, 17. 4 options.
14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's a tough one. A one worthy of a 5 crore rupees, if I say so. I guess this being the last question, there's no sense of taking the lifelines home. So I like to use the 50-50 option first.
So in this option, we'll be eliminating 2 options which are not correct. So choosing the lifelines very accurately, Mr. Tanuj has opted for this lifeline. And hence we've eliminated option number 3 and 4. So there are 2 options now. Option number 1 for which the answer is 14 and option number 2 for which the answer is 15.
Well, I think the answer should be 15 because as far as I know, as far as I remember and as far as I can count, like one was MIRCB, one was MICSK, and according to my calculation, I'm arriving at a number of 15. But this being the last question, and I also have the option of using a lifeline. So I'll go ahead with using my last and final lifeline.
That's Google Expert. You can switch on your mobile and search the question. But let's check if Google does have the answer to this question.
Let's see. It's showing 3 batters. Oh, I can't directly get the answer to it. Oh, so Google's showing that there have been 14 super overs. But this is an old article and I think I trust my guts. So I'll go ahead with 15. So I'll give the answer 15.
So you're telling me that you remember all the super over contests that have taken up to date?
No, I don't remember that, but I remember discussing something like on these lines during one of the recent GT matches, wherein they needed, I think, a 4 or something. Also during the CSK versus MI match, where Dhoni came off and scored a 4 of the last ball. And I remember discussing that 15 matches have had super overs in there.
So, fortunately for you, the answer is correct. The answer is 15, and congratulations, you won 5 crore rupees. But before we hand the prize amount to you, I'll just like to clarify that there have been 14 contests up to date. But if you remember, in the Mumbai versus Punjab match in 2020, there was a tight super over, and eventually the contest ended up having 2 super overs, and hence there have been 15 super over contests in the IPL history. Congratulations, you won 5 crore rupees in your cricketing account, whichever account that may be. So what do you think that you'll be doing with this amount?
I don't know if I'll probably play all my Dream 11 or whatever app I get this money on. I'll play all my matches and try to win the 1 crore real life amount that they sponsor on these.
So, Tanuj, tell us, how do you feel about being on the show?
I feel good. I had my reservations about this show when I found out that the show was being hosted by you. But credits to the back end team for finding out these good questions. And also, especially, I would like to mention about the last question going in such a great depth that even when Google is showing 14, you are able to clearly find out that they were 15 overs. I think the team did a commendable job.
Thank you on the behalf of the one-man team. So it was good having you on our show. Looking forward to many more such meets in the future. Until then, bye bye. Please like, comment, and share on our YouTube page. Thank you.
Thank you, and I hope to receive my amount soon, or I'll have to keep calling you again.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll do that soon.
₹50 काटो सारे.